And the last vendor of the year is here. Let's see if we can buy some nice pieces this week. Are you ready? Let's go! What up YouTube? Welcome to another Division 2 video. Hope you had a great holiday, spent the time with your loved ones, with the family, and ate way too much. Thanks for clicking my content, really appreciate you joining me. If you like my content and want to help the channel out, don't forget to smash that like button. And today, Tuesday, new vendor reset. Let's see what the White House sells us, shall we? The mechanical animal is the first thing, of course, the named assault rifle with the future perfection on there. Maxed out damage to target out of cover on there, you want it on there, and if you like it, then roll the assault rifle to that max cap. You have a decent one, although the health damage is only 11.5%. CMMG Banshee, no thanks. AUG, no thanks, just like the custom PF45. No thanks, just a handgun, just go for the open world, we're not using it that much. RNK backpack with status effect, headshot damage, opportunistic on there, no thanks, just leave it here, not great. Badger Tough with kinetic momentum, status effect, armor regeneration and a way too low armor. The armor regeneration could be nice, but the status effect and the kinetic momentum combination, I don't know. Back to demands, 10.2% critical hit damage, 6.4% deflect duration for your drone, 4.1% burn damage for your turret, and 6.3% damage for your sticky payload. So let's head over to the clan vendor and see what they sell us. And there we are at the clan vendor, guys. First thing we can pick up is the White Death, of course the named marksman rifle with the 137% headshot damage. This is his specialty, the higher headshot damage. Then swap speed, marksman rifle and in sync on there. I'm not loving this combination. In sync could be very nice, but then I'm not loving the swap speed and the marksman rifle's way too low. Maxed out weapon damage for the mask from ongoing directive, 15% and 9.6% critical hit damage. Definitely pick it up, roll the critical hit damage for whatever you think is necessary or roll it higher. Rigor, I think everybody has it by now, so craft it guys, never buy it. Over to the Striker Battle Gear, 11.5% weapon damage and 4.7% critical hit chance. You could go for the critical hit chance, if it's enough, roll the weapon damage to the max cap. You have a decent Striker mask. Over to the USC 45. Not great if you ask me, just like the Stoner could be nice, but I'm not loving the headshot damage and overwhelmed on there. So if you want to go for this gun, then in my opinion, change the talent. Because the rest is decent. Decent. SOCOM MK20, not great, not loving the health and the first blood on there. Classic M60. Could be nice, unhinged already on there, and then in my opinion, if you wanna rock this gun, rock the LMG damage. Yes, just keep the critical hit chance of your build. So you can lose 7.5% critical hit chance, then you have unhinged on there, damage your target out of cover 9%, and then just go for the LMG damage. If you of course still looking for this gun. Backpack from 511, please do not buy this. I'm not loving the brand set bonus whatsoever. We're not using health, we're not using incoming repair, and only with 3 pieces we get hazard protection. No thank you. Then the Yawl, maxed out 170k armor, 9.2% hazard protection, and then the 7.1% status effect. This is a must buy of the week guys, because this holster will only give you 19.2% hazard protection. So this is quite a lot, and roll that status effect for whatever you think is necessary. Some crit, some armor regeneration, but definitely buy this one guys, definitely buy one. DNH, 6% critical hit chance, maxed out, some armor regeneration and the weapon damage. If you want to go for the critical hit chance and the armor regeneration, roll that weapon damage to that max cap. Over to the mods, 4.8% critical hit chance, 1 extra mortar for your turret, 6.7% duration for your drone, and 9% effect duration for your pulse. Pretty decent buy. But let's head over to the campus and see what they sell us. And there we are, guys, at the campus. The new reliable is the first thing we can pick up. Perfectly optimized on there as the talent, of course, but the rest isn't that great. Way too low to buy, in my opinion. SOCOM MK20, strained on their reload speed, too low of a marksman rifle. Military RPK, unhinged again, now with health damage, and then maybe go for the LMG damage again. This could be a decent buy. Mask from Badgertough, Rainbow Roll, no thank you, weapon handling and status effect. And then over to the Alps. Could be nice with the 8.5% hazard and a 10.1% skill haste, but I'm leaving it here. Over to the mods, 15.6% repair skills, 5.8% heal for your chem launcher, 7.9% health for your hive, 14.3% health for your pulse, and 4.1% duration for your shock traps. But let's see what the theater sells us. And there we are, guys. First weapon is the Surge, the named rifle with the perfect spike on there. But it isn't that great, in my opinion, just leave it here. 6.12, close and personal on there. Finally, a freaking shotgun with close and personal on there instead of freaking ranger or whatever. But still, the attributes are too low to buy. LFAO, the same. Optimist on there could be nice, but I'm not loving the reload speed and the rifle damage is too low. Badgertough, maxed out armor, 7.4% hazard protection, and then the skill haste. If you want to go for a hazard protection shotgun build, for example, then you can pick it up, roll the skill haste for whatever you think is necessary. Knee pads from Wyvern, almost maxed out headshot damage and some health on there. I'm not loving this combination. Over to the mods, 8.5% shock resistance, 4.8% skill haste for your mine, 4.1% active regeneration for your shield, 6% damage for your drone, and of course we're getting that 6% health for our decoy. But let's head over to the DZs and see what they sell us. And there we are, guys. First DZ East, we can pick up the Commando, of course, the named SVD with the perfectly naked on there. But the rest isn't that great if you ask me. Especially not for their 152 DZ creds. Model 700, same, look at it. 5.9% marksman rifle. No, thank you. The Negev, not great as well, just leave it here. Ongoing directive, 10.8% weapon, 6.9% explosive, no thanks. 10.2% weapon and 4.3% critical hit chance for an ongoing holster. If you're still looking for it, roll the weapon damage to that max cap. You have a pretty decent one, but still, if you farm it in the open world, they will drop eventually, and a little bit higher than this. Then over to the mask from Y'all. Not great. 2 yellows on there. The skill damage may be something, but I don't know if you like a skill damage build with some hazard protection on there. Then over to the Petrov, double blue, hazard protection and armor regeneration. Could be something, but in my opinion the weapon damage is too low to buy. Or if you like the armor regeneration and the hazard combo, roll the weapon damage to that max cap. And then you know my opinion about the mods, guys. Just go for the open world, go for the vendors, or go for the summit. Do not buy them in the DZs. Over to the next DZ. And there we are, guys, DZ South, and this is the must buy of the week. The gift, the Providence backpack with perfect Vigilance on there. I know a lot of you didn't have the chance to get this, didn't have the chance to get it out of the DZs, or never found it in the DZ, because this is a DZ exclusive and a very, very nice buy. 11.7% weapon damage, 9.8% critical hit damage and skill damage on there. Of course you will love to see it a lot higher, but I know for a fact that there are a lot of guys that don't even have this backpack yet. So if you are struggling to find this beautiful backpack with the perfect Vigilance on there, definitely buy it in DZ South, guys. Over to the tactical ARC. No thanks, just leave it here. Black market AKM, maxed out assault rifle damage, but the rest is just trash. Just the same as the X45, just go for the open world. Backpack from Eclipse Protocol, and guys, the system aggravator amplifies all damage you deal to status affected enemies by 30%, was a standalone backpack. We could use this backpack for our status effect builds without using the 4-piece Eclipse Protocol, but they fixed that. We need to use the 4-piece Eclipse Protocol before this talent activates. And if you like this backpack, then just craft it, guys. Never buy it. Just like the hardwired, craft it, guys. Never buy it, especially not for the 190 Z-creds. Backpack from Sokolov, trash, leave it here. Vest from Yal, 146 armor, 3.3 armor regeneration, spotter on there, and some skill damage. This could be a decent combination. The skill damage for the spotter, armor regeneration to keep yourself alive, armor is decent, and some hazard protection, of course, to protect you in the DZ or of course in New York. And then the mods, leave them here, guys. Not worth buying for that 73 DZ creds in my opinion. Let's head over to our last DZ. And there we are, guys, at DZ West, our last DZ. The rock and roll is the first thing we can pick up. Named shotgun, of course, with the perfectly extra on there. Again, this is a DZ exclusive, but not that great if you ask me, and I think a lot of y'all already have this. M870, just leave it here. Classic M1A? No thank you. Preservation on there, swap speed, and the rifle damage is too low. It's too bad. Over to the Hunter's Fury. Too low to buy in my opinion, and you do not want that explosive resistance on there. True Patriot, 7.1% explosive resistance and too low in armor, just leave it here as well. Over to the RNK. Almost maxed out weapon handling, that's what we're looking for. Next to that health, no thank you. Over to the Sokolov, 6.5% weapon handling, 12.2% weapon damage and 9.2% critical hit damage isn't enough for me. Over to the mods, and you know my opinion, guys, just leave them here, go for the open world or buy them in the open world vendors or even grind the summit. But let's head over to New York and let's see what they sell us this week. And there we are, guys. This is the first vendor of New York. Honey Badger is the first thing we can pick up, but it's not that great. Just like the Tactical 308, the new marksman rifle of the game, not worth buying. Double barreled sawed-off is just a handgun, just go for the open world. Do not buy it, same as the dice rolls, of course. Then we're going over to the vest of Badgertov. Way too low of armor, and I don't like the gunslinger on there, so no thank you. Over to the RNK gloves, 9.2% status effect, 9.4% skill haste, but still I would leave him here. Seska, same, I'm not loving the health on there and the weapon damage is too low. Crit is decent. Over to the mods, 10.1% skill haste, 4.7% critical hit chance, 4.2% shield health, 4% range for your hive, and of course the 6% duration for your decoy. We can't miss that. Let's head over to our last vendor of today. And there we are, guys, last vendor of New York at Roy with a maxed out assault rifle damage on the black market AKM, but the rest isn't that great. Black market RPK, almost maxed out health damage measured on there, and 8% damage to target out of cover. If you want to go for this combination, in my opinion, roll the LMG damage to that max cap. Tactical SASG, no thanks. PX4 Storm, pistol, go for the open world. Backpack, weapon handling and headshot damage on there. I wouldn't love the headshot damage or the weapon handling on there. The LMG, it's not that great shooting a headshot. Over to the China Light knee pads, almost 4k armor generation and some health on there. If you want a combination with armor generation on each China Light, this could be a decent buy, but still, go for the open world, farm it, you will find a better one soon enough. Over to the Douglas and Harding, weapon handling, critical hit damage and a 10.6% weapon damage is too low to buy in my opinion, because you want that weapon handling away. Over to the last mods of today, and that's 16.3% incoming repair, 15.8% repair skills, 6.1% healing for your mine, 8.7% radius for your pulse, and at last a 4.2% duration for your shock trap. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it for today. This is the vendor reset of Tuesday. Of course tomorrow I will end the vendor reset of this week with Cassie Mendoza. But for today, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribers button. And of course the notification bell. PurePrime out.